I remember exactly where I was when my phone buzzed that evening. I just finished cleaning up the kitchen, the scent of her favorite vanilla-scented candle still lingering in the air. I glanced at the screen. Her name flashed. "I'll be late, don't worry." I paused, my thumb hovering over the reply button. Late? Again? I knew her schedule had been hectic lately, but something in the calm, clipped tone of the message set my nerves on edge. Without thinking, I typed back, letting my voice carry a faint trace of defiance I didn't know I had. "No rush. I'm not alone." It wasn't a threat. It wasn't anger. It was truth, but the truth had a hollow weight when it landed on the other side of the screen. I tried to shake it off, telling myself I was imagining things. Maybe I was overreacting. The past week had been strange. Her phone constantly face down on the counter. Calls, she said, were from work, but always ended abruptly when I walked in. Her laughter on the phone, too light, too easy, like it belonged to someone else. At first, I blamed myself. Had I been distant? Had I missed the signs in our routine? I watched her move through the house that night, silently, smiling as she always did, but my gut twisted. I couldn't explain why, but something had shifted. I wanted to believe it was paranoia, yet every instinct screamed otherwise. The next morning, a faint unease had settled into my chest. She kissed me goodbye at the door, muttering something about a late meeting. Her perfume lingered longer than usual. And that night, the same routine. A text, an excuse, a calm dismissal. My pulse quickened each time I noticed her phone vibrating, or a name I didn't recognize lighting up the screen. I began noticing the details, the small lies she told to cover nothing, the way her stories felt rehearsed. The other night, I saw a message flash briefly before she snatched her phone away. One word, one tiny slip, and the world shifted. It was a Thursday evening when I couldn't bear it anymore. Her laptop sat open on the dining table. I told myself it was innocent curiosity. I told myself it was wrong, but something inside me demanded the truth. My fingers hovered over the keyboard, heart thudding, and there it was, a conversation thread I wasn't meant to see. Her words, flirty, intimate, laughter-laden, meant for someone else. Someone whose name I had seen before in fleeting glimpses on her phone, but I dismissed it as a co-worker. The reality hit me harder than a punch. Betrayal wasn't a word in the story anymore. It was alive, staring back at me from the screen. I remember sitting there, frozen. My chest ached, not from shock, but from recognition. The recognition that everything I thought I knew, every shared joke, every quiet dinner, every touch, had been layered over a secret I couldn't ignore. I felt angry, yes, but deeper than that was grief. A grief for the love I had trusted and the version of my life I thought we shared. The confrontation was inevitable. I waited until she walked in that evening, the sound of her keys in the lock echoing in my chest like a drumbeat. She smiled, expecting our usual warmth, but I didn't move. I didn't speak. I just held out her phone, the conversation open. Her smile faltered. The air thickened. I can explain, she whispered. And suddenly I saw it. Guilt, yes, but also relief. Relief that the secret was out. Relief that she no longer had pretend. I listened to her story. Long nights alone, stress, temptation. It all poured out, not as justification, but as context. My anger didn't vanish. My heartbreak didn't heal with words. But for a moment, I understood her human fragility. Still, understanding doesn't erase betrayal. And when I finally spoke, my voice was quiet, firm, and calm in a way I hadn't expected from myself. "I loved you fully," I said, "every day, with every ounce of me. But this is too much. I can't live in half-truths, in shadows of what we were." She tried to reach for me, but I stepped back. Pain cut through me like winter wind. And yet, beneath the ache, a strange sense of clarity emerged. I realized my value didn't lie in her fidelity or in her choices. It lay in how I chose to honor myself in the aftermath. I packed a bag the next morning, not in haste, not in anger, but in quiet resolve. As I walked out, I looked back once, seeing the apartment bathed in the warm morning light, our memories etched into every corner. I didn't look for answers. I didn't ask for apologies. And when I closed the door, it felt like the first honest breath I'd taken in months. Pain lingers. Yes, it will visit in small waves. But I learned that heartbreak can coexist with strength. Betrayal can coexist with self-respect. And leaving isn't defeat. It's survival. Some doors close quietly. Some slam. Ours closed softly, painfully, and left me standing in the sunlight, finally ready to breathe.